Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheering Bulldog Nation, how you like that new intro done by my crack producer, Sabrina Kane? So here we go. You can't make it up. There is over, according to Elon Musk and Doge, over 4 million credit cards with 90 million transaction charges by the federal government. Do you believe that? Think about that, folks. Where could there be 4 million federal employees that need a freaking credit card? It's unbelievable. Kelly Loeffler has been confirmed as our new SBA director by the United States Senate. Go, Kelly, go. Trump Library is in the works. There's a bill that's going forward, and it will be in Florida. That doesn't shock me. Noam says she's going to use lie detectors to root out leaks at Homeland Security. Good for her. The IRS is set to beginning today of laying off 7,000 workers. Remember what I said on my Facebook Live this morning? People are complaining about service and how this could cause a problem with service. What's your service like now with federal workers? Just saying. Executive orders. Trump has signed an executive order saying that he wants all of his departments to look at regulations that violate the Constitution so they can be scrapped. The EPA, led by Lynn Zeldin, has found $2 billion headed towards a climate organization, which Stacey Abrams is involved. Remember what I'm telling you, folks, about how these slush funds and federal government and the political gangsterism, it's sickening. Pete Hegseth says he welcomes Elon Musk to come in and help make all those cuts in the departments. By the way, see, these Trump officials like Pete get it, which is this. The more waste you cut, the more money you'll have for legitimate purchases. Executive order. Illegals are not to receive any more government funding. I want to know what the total is that the American taxpayer got stuck with Joe Biden paying illegal aliens over the last 4 years. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals says that Trump's birthright citizenship challenge is not going to fly. This is going to the United States Supreme Court, and that's where it'll be decided. DNA found at the scene for Brian Kohberger. This is the scumbag that murdered 4 Idaho youths for no damn reason at all. Serial killer. That DNA will be able to be used at trial. Another midair collision of 2 small aircraft. No survivors. 4 people died. This is a funny story. George Santos, who is no longer in Congress, says that the smelliest congressman, this is hysterical, the guy who smells the most is Jerry Nadler. Does not he look like someone who smells? And Dairy Queen unexpectedly is shutting down 25 locations. Ha! Warren Buffett. Coming up next, your local news. I've selected 3 stories for your local news. Anderson High School is closed due to electric issues. All those kids are having an extra, it's not a snow day, it's an electric day. And Kentucky floods. This is the biggest story in the state of Kentucky. I think we're up to 14 deaths, unfortunately. Down in eastern Kentucky, it's terrible. Pike County, it's terrible. Hazard, it's terrible. It's so sad. They got hit in 2022, and here we go again. Anyone that can help, donate money, do anything to support these folks, please do so. Sheila Tenpenny purchased here, murdered by a 13-year-old. Well, they've added a bunch of charges to that 13-year-old. His name hasn't been released because he's a juvenile, but I would release it if somebody gives me the name. They say that he broke in and burglarized that place. 13 years old. Killed her, bludgeoned her. Coming up next, World News. All right, here we go. World News is Trump. World News is just the way it is today. Trump and Zelensky are going at it. Trump's called him a dictator. Zelensky took shots at him. Not understanding, just because Ukraine isn't at Saudi Arabia right now, who cares? Let Trump talk to Russia. See what kind of framework there is. See what Rubio has to report. And then we got Trump versus Putin. Apparently, Normal diplomatic relations have been restored between the United States and Russia. Should have never been cut off. Joe Biden allowed this war to happen. It's sick. And the U.S. Army hit aerial strikes, knocked out an al-Qaeda leader in Syria. And Trump sent his congratulations out to them. Coming up next, Sports Without Boundaries. All right, Sports Without Boundaries. Canada, USA hockey, 8 o'clock tonight. I'll be watching. You should watch. It ought to be great. The United States has got a bunch of sick people. Apparently, illness, flus run through their team. Let's hope it doesn't make any difference. We have to win this game now. With all the bad blood, we have to beat them. NFL salary cap has gone up. Thank God. The Bengals and the Cowboys have no excuses now. University of Kentucky kicked Vandy's ass at Rupp Arena last night, 82-61. And LeVar Bell, the head of the Bell family, 2 NBA players, has had to have his foot amputated. Sad medical condition. Coming up next, pop culture. All right, pop culture, yours and my favorite part of our show, correct? NASA is working on trying to knock out this asteroid that's headed towards Earth. Now, this is wild, folks. You know how we've had these things where they said it's a slim chance? There is a 1.5 chance this asteroid that could wipe out a city hits Earth. That's wild. 1.5%. Let's hope Elon Musk solves the problem. I'm sure he will. Google has not only removed Black History Month, they've removed Pride Month. Good for Google. It's so great. Everybody's tired of woke. Now, this story here is, in my opinion, the kind of thing that turns people off to rich people. This is unbelievable. Tom Brady gave his son, I think he's 15 years old, a $3 million watch. First off, how can a watch be $3 million? The diamonds and all that stuff. I mean, that's insane. You give your kid a $3 million watch. Would be okay, in my opinion, but you publicize it, you make it viral. That's disgusting. I would never give my son a $3 million watch, even if I had the money to do it. But if I did, I wouldn't publicize it. Wouldn't you agree? All right, coming up next as we close our show with the Shakespeare insult of the day. Your Shakespeare insult of the day, one of my faves I've come up with. Do not be a beggarly, gore-bellied toad. You have a great day.